hi. I'm Skye Taylor. Just a minute. Cold. I'm Skye Taylor, and welcome to Tips and Tricks number 13. Well, folks, this is going to be a short tips and tricks just to show you a few quick things. I've been really busy working on a special project on composition, and it will not only benefit the amateur, somebody that doesn't know, it will also benefit the professional. I came up with a tool that will make looking at things a little bit easier and will make you understand composition a little bit better. Really kind of a cool idea. And so I've been working really hard on that. You know me. It starts out a small thing and ends up being an elaborate production. I'm telling you, I did everything but hire chorus girls on this one. I mean, the animation, oh my God, I just like, this would be cool to do. And I originally want to get it done in a day or two, and it ends up being a week or a couple weeks, because I get so involved in it. And so, anyways. I've got a few tips for you, and they might benefit you. So I want you to peek over my shoulder, and I'll tell you all about them. We've all run into this problem. The paint dries up around the ferrule, I guess that's what you call it, and the cap falls off. It's because I didn't clean it properly the last time I used it. Ideally, after every time you use your paints when you're cleaning up, you should wipe these off with a damp paper towel. Keep this clean. But what happens sometimes is paint will ooze up and get under that cap, and then it makes the cap impossible to get off, especially if you don't use the paint for a while. Then in the middle of a painting, you have to go hunt for pliers, and that's no fun. But I'm going to show you a way to prevent all of this from happening. What you want to do with this, give it a toss. Uh-oh. Okay, we got our good paint right here. Notice how easy the cap comes off. Not a problem. Not much paint under here. Okay. What you do is you get cling wrap. Now I have the holiday edition. Going to use this. I'm sure you have probably the clear stuff. Okay. You break yourself off a little piece. Just like that. You put it over the top of your tube of paint. Just like that. Then put the cap on. Now what happens is that next time you go to grab this tube of paint, it's going to open up really easy. You're never going to have a problem. The paint won't hold the cap on. And that's a way to keep your caps on securely and keep the cap from getting stuck on the tube of paint. Okay, this next tip involves paint. What you want to do is you want to take your paint, whatever color. I'm going to show you a little trick right here. Okay, nothing fancy. And you spread it out with a palette knife. Just like that. Pizza cutter! Woohoo! You roll the pizza cutter in it. Just like that. And you can make straight lines. Just like that. Cool lines. Great for making straight lines on your project. Kind of cool. There you go. It's great also for a spouse. My wife uses it to mark off our bed. She gets the 90% and she marks me off 10%. And I can't cross the border. And if I cross the border, I get shot. But look at that. Some interesting lines you can make, especially if you're doing abstracts. Just by rolling it in paint. Another great thing too is you can turn it on its side when it has paint on it and make circles. Kind of cool. Especially if you're doing abstracts. There you go. Have you ever done a painting and you look at it and it just doesn't quite look right and there's no one around to ask for an opinion? You're all by yourself. What you want to always do with your art, anytime you paint a painting, take a picture of it, turn that picture to black and white. Now if you're lucky enough for your camera to shoot black and white, put it in the black and white mode. This way it gives you a completely different objective view of your art. You'll be able to see if you have good contrast. If it's balanced in black and white, it's going to look awesome in color. So that's a way to get a different perspective of it. You can see a lot by doing that. So if you ever have a problem, snap that picture. Some people use a mirror. Never have, but that's a good idea too. You put your painting up and you look through a mirror to get a different viewpoint. You can look at your art in different ways by snapping pictures and using mirrors. And that gives you the third person's objective opinion. And you'll be surprised it will improve your art by doing something as simple as that. And if I ever run into trouble, that's what I do. And you'll be surprised how much you can see in a black and white photo that you don't always see in color. Thank you very much for joining me in the short tipsy and tricks, and we'll be talking to you real soon. Stay tuned for the next tips and tricks next Sunday. Talk to you soon. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll be talking to you real soon. Bye.